Alright, types of people after high school. My type is I went to college, started going to university. Then I also started going to the gym, and I got a real job, and I mean, freaking VTuber now. So yeah, I got everything that is negative about the after high school. And then let's watch the video. No more jokes.
Graduated. You survived 4 years of awkward class presentations, school lunches that probably
4 years? Four? It's not only four, bro. High school is okay, 3 4 years, but dude, school itself from when you are 3 4 to your or 17 18. I graduated at 17. Bro, it was not a good experience.
violated the Geneva Convention, and your Discord group chat did not get leaked. But now you're out, you're free, and suddenly that question hits like a truck. So what's next? Some people sprint toward college like it's the finish line, others clock into a job 2 days later like, yep, this is life now.
Yeah, I went to the university. Most of my friends group did go to university. Some got a job right away, so started studying on a university. But like, I just need like a small degree, a short degree, like 2 weeks of studying, at most, to start working on it. But dude, I don't think there was anyone that just didn't do anything. It's not like I kept contact with most of those people. I graduated, never saw them again. I didn't want to see most of them again, so I didn't keep contact. But I think I never heard of anyone that didn't do anything. I mean, it's been like a few years now. I graduated at 17 and 21 now, so yeah, I never heard of it. Maybe for a year, someone that didn't do anything. I doubt, but there's a possibility. Yeah, most might do something right away, because, yeah, it is what it is. You gotta do it. You live in a third world country, you don't got a choice. You gotta work. You gotta work from.
And then there's the rest of us just sitting in our rooms like, should I start a podcast or a pyramid scheme? Let's talk about it. The types of people after high school and how weird this phase of life actually is.
The PNG slash VTuber should be here. I I demand a VTuber mention in this video.
Starting off, we have the college dreamer. These are kids that always knew they were going to college. They had a
Oh,
dream school, a major, a life plan, a backup plan, and a backup for their backup. They got their dorm set up off Pinterest, joined a Discord server for their class before orientation, and had their roommate's name memorized before they even graduated high school. Fast forward a few weeks and it's like, yeah, I'm 14 grand in debt, I hate my major, and my roommate's been coughing since the second week of school. College
I got a discount. I'm paid 50% off. Yeah, 50% off in one of the best universities here. On something that I didn't want to study, but it is what it is. But yeah, I got a discount on something I didn't want to study, but here I am. I mean, it's related to what I wanted to study, but not the exact thing I wanted to study, you know? I wanted biology in a bachelor in biology, but I got something else to, give classes, not to working at a lab or studying animals. It sucks. I only knew that I got in the wrong one like 1 or 2 years later. I thought I was doing the from the bachelor's degree. I thought there's nothing involving giving classes in like 1 or 2 years. So why would I suspect that the thing I applied for isn't what I got? I don't know, bro. But yeah, again, my third year now, almost finishing. So I gotta go into the end. As the VTuber thing works, and it's VTuber right away.
just cool if you know what you're doing, but most people don't. Most people just go because they're told to by parents, teachers, guidance counselors, and the ghost of the American dream, and now you're paying 40 grand a year just to cry in a communal bathroom. Fun times. But then there's the people who skip college and go straight into the workforce. They start working warehouse jobs, retail, construction, whatever gets the bills paid. They're making money, stacking checks, and eating out every night because they still live at home and only have 3 bills. At first it sounds
I I work at Think Tank. It's the print for companies like the medicine box and stuff like that. Dude, it is hell. The the actual job is really chill, but the people that work with me, dude, I hate every single one of them. I mean, hate's the strong, but they're so annoying. Hey, it's always questions like, "Hey, are you fucking that girl over there?" Saying, "No, I'm not interested. I don't want. I'm not into this." You're fucking her, aren't you? It's annoying, bro.
Smart. You're making money right away, no student loans hanging over your head, and your weekends are free if you're lucky. You start thinking, hey, this might actually be a better path. But then the reality sets in. The hours are long, the pay isn't as life-changing as you thought, you're constantly tired physically and mentally, you go home drained, you wake up drained, and every day starts blurring together. You're surrounded by people
Skill issue.
twice your age.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, it's a lot of times it's really tough. For me, there's days I don't want to open my eyes. In some days, it's tough, bro. It's really tough. But I mean, that's the path you chose, so you gotta stick with it.
Who have been there since before you were even born, and they'll say things like, it's not great, but it's a job, or at least it's stable. They're not chasing anything, they're just surviving, and then that's when it hits
Nah, the guy that works with me say, "Hey, your payment sucks. I'll try to get a better one, but for like a year or so, you're gonna get this shit payment for a long while." And yeah, I'm stuck with it. It is what it is. That's the mentality. It is what it is.
you. This isn't a launch pad, this is where people stay, because they don't have time, energy, or options left to go anywhere else. It becomes routine. Wake up, commute, work, home, sleep. Do that for the rest of your life, with maybe 2 weeks off per year if your boss approves the PTO. And for a lot of people, the scariest part isn't even the job itself, it's the idea that you could blink and suddenly be like 40, still there, still stuck, wondering what your life could have been if you'd done something else. Then there's that person, the one who said, I'm taking a gap year, not because they couldn't go to college, not because they had a plan, but because they needed to find themselves, to travel, to breathe, to experience the world. You ask them where they're going and they'll hit you with, I'm thinking Europe or maybe Southeast Asia.
And they stay at home. I can't say it. I don't live in the US, so I don't know. I don't freaking know. No one said I'm taking a gap year. No one I know said that. But I guess if you live in a good place, you can say, "And you know what? I'm not doing anything for a whole year. And I'm still traveling to another place."
You know, go off the grid for a bit. 6 months later, they haven't gone further than the local Taco Bell. They wake up at 2 p.m., scroll TikTok for 3 hours, and then tweet something deep like healing isn't linear. Their idea of working on themselves is watching 3-hour video essays on YouTube about movies they've never seen. They downloaded Duolingo to learn French but stopped after bonjour. They keep saying they're gonna start a clothing
Et bonjour, monsieur. Pipi.
brand, and they did design one hoodie in Canva that they haven't posted because they're waiting for the right vibe. And listen, there's no shame in taking a break. Sometimes that time off is necessary, especially if school has burnt you out. But the problem is this break becomes your whole life. You know, 1 month becomes 3, 3 becomes 6, and before you know it, they've built a full routine around doing absolutely nothing. Wake up.
The life of a hikikomori. Actually, I should watch a video about this. I really want to, talk more about the hikikomori lifestyle. So I'm gonna react to it. I'll write it down. I'll remember it. Don't worry.
Late, stare at a wall, play some Valorant, hit up their local gas station for dinner, and repeat. But they'll keep saying, trust me, bro, I got plans. And when you ask what those plans are, it's always vague. Big things.
I cannot share with the haters. I cannot share with you right now, or else the haters will sabotage it. I got plans that I cannot share with you right now, or else the haters will sabotage it.
Coming. I'm in a building phase right now. No, you're not. You're in pajamas at 4 p.m. They'll talk about launching something like they're Elon Musk, but the closest thing they've launched is a DoorDash order. They keep referencing the economy like it's the reason they haven't made a move yet. Like, I mean, with inflation, the way it is right now, bro, you don't even pay for gas. What are you talking about? And look, we've all been there to some extent. You know, the weird limbo phase. You're technically free. You don't owe anyone anything. You're just kind of floating. And for a while, that can feel amazing. You're not answering to teachers. You're not stuck in a classroom.
Nah, bro, it felt really empty. I stayed like this for a little while. Not a year. Of course, I didn't stay like this for a year, bro. Right after I graduated, I was like, damn. This sucks. I really want to do something. I need to do something.
You're not dealing with exams or deadlines, but if you're not careful, that float becomes a free fall. You stop making decisions, you stop
Yippee!
trying, and you convince yourself that you're waiting for the right moment when really you're just scared to start. Gap years are fine, resting is fine, vibing is fine, but if your gap year turns into a gap decade and your life plan still revolves around a clothing brand that does not exist yet, maybe it's time to clock back in. Next up, we have the friend who straight up disappears after high school. High school ends and this person vanishes like it's a Marvel post-credit.
Dude, only one person knows where I am right now. Only one of my friends. I only kept contact with one of them. No, from third year, the last year of high school, only one. But some friends I still kept contact. But from high school, only one. Only this is the only guy I actually trust. Dude, I don't want anyone else to know where I am. Well, I guess a girl from my class saw me go to the gym once, but I completely ignored her. Thought I I pretended I didn't even know who she was. I just kept walking away, and hopefully she didn't know it was me. Cause really, I don't want to talk with anyone. I don't want to remember those people.
Scene. 1 minute they were at every hangout, every group chat, every chaotic late night Discord call, then poof, they're gone. They stop replying, they leave the Snap group chat without saying a word. They're not mad, they're not beefing, they just dipped. At first you're like, maybe they're busy, but then weeks turn into months, birthdays go by, inside jokes get forgotten. And the next time you think of them is because Instagram reminded you with one of those weird people you may know stories, where they're standing in front of a Jeep with a quote like, only forward from here, then one day out of nowhere you run into them, Target, gas station, Taco Bell, doesn't matter. And it's the weirdest interaction of your life. Oh my god, how have you been? Good, I'm just working a lot, grinding, yeah.
No, I just ignored them. Okay, there's another girl. I don't know. They looked similar. I don't think it was her, but I saw her and I completely ignored again. Because really, I don't want to talk with people from my high school. I'm a shy and introvert at heart. I like being alone, bro. I like having a few friends and that's it. I don't want to be no. Oh, the good old times I didn't even talk with you. Oh, but remember when we no, it wasn't me.
Grinding what? No one knows. You're half expecting them to tell you they're a freelance monk or something. And the thing is, they're not weird or rude or distant when you see them again. They're chill, they're polite. It's like catching up with a coworker you forgot you used to be best friends with. You part ways with some, awkward let's hang soon energy, knowing damn well it's never happening. And it's not
I just say no when I hang out soon. Hell no. No, thanks, I'm not interested. Sorry, bro. It's not my thing. I can't do it. Oh, I'm busy. No, I don't want to.
bad thing really. It's just what happens. People drift, they move towns, they get new jobs, new circles, new priorities, but it still hits you sideways when someone who was in your life every single day just becomes a memory. You start realizing how many friendships were based on proximity, not purpose. Y'all weren't soulmates, y'all just sat next to each other in biology for 4 years. And it's weird.
Yeah, we were in the same class. The way school works in the US and Brazil is different. But yeah, we were in the same class for 2 years, 3 years. The way that I keep mentioning with this guy, I kept contact with him. I spent like 4 years with him, straight away in the same class. We still keep contact, but the other people that stood with him for like 5, 6 years. Yeah, we just were in the same class. I don't want to. We're not friends. We just were in the same class. That's it.
Because when it happens, you think you did something wrong. Like, did I say something? Did I forget to reply to something important? No, they're just on a different path now, and that's okay. It still stings, but it's okay. Eventually, you'll be that person to someone else too. You'll vanish from their life, pop up months later. Yo, it's been a minute, DM with no explanation. And that's just how life moves after high school, you know?
Nah, I don't. Oh, sorry, I don't get in contact. Dude, my promise was, dude, after I graduate, never see him. I never see any of those people again. And I kept my promise. I don't see those people again.
Friendships stop being automatic. You actually have to put effort in, and if neither of you do, that bond just fades. Not out of malice or hatred, just out of life. Sorry, I'll try to keep it lighthearted.
Dude, not even my coworkers have my numbers. The guy that works in the lab with me the whole day, I didn't give him my number. I am avoiding like the devil avoids the cross. I really don't want those people to have my number. Especially because I don't like that guy. Because the thing I mentioned, he's super annoying. He only talks about sex. Really, it's sex all day. Okay, that's not a bad. He only talks about sex all day, bro. It's so annoying. It's the only thing he talks about. He's married, okay? The only things he talks about is this. I don't want to be friends with this guy.
Not to get too existential with you guys. Alright, next up we got the bum. There's the gap year person, and then there's their final form, the bum. Because the gap year person pretends that there's a plan. The bum, they're not even pretending anymore. They're in a deep void, no goals, no job, no plan, just vibes, vape clouds, and a mattress on the floor. Their
Oh, so the final stage of the hikikomori. I got it.
sleep schedule doesn't exist. They just collapse at random. They've watched 18 seasons of Grey's Anatomy this month alone. Every day is just a blur of TikToks, microwave burritos, and nah, I'll do it tomorrow. You ask them what they're up to and they'll go, just chilling lately, trying to figure stuff out. Bro, it's been a year. What are you trying to figure out? Shapes? They'll randomly bring up business ideas that sound like fever dreams, like I might start a CBD candle.
I know what. It's not terrible, but it was making a comment about people that deliver stuff to others. Basically, like the mail, like faster, like delivery stuff. I don't know if there is some in the where you live, but here there isn't a company focused on this. There's Uber, but those people deliver only the stuff. Get a bike, go from point A to point B with the delivery. Could be food, could be I don't know, a book, whatever. It wasn't a terrible idea. I just said, bro, I don't know if this is gonna work. And of course, it didn't go further into this. Of course, they never do. But yeah, it wasn't a terrible idea, but it was such a random idea. He came with this out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, it's just message him and say, hey bro, I got an idea for a business. And that's the story.
Fine. I've been looking into like vending machines and passive income, you know? You look over and they're watching a 6-hour YouTube documentary on crypto by a guy named Finance Daddy. They haven't applied to a single job, not because they're unqualified, but because they haven't updated their resume since 10th grade when they worked at Chuck E. Cheese for 2 weeks. And here's the thing, it didn't start this way. Most of the time, the bum used to be the gap year person. They took a break to chill and they just never got back up. It's like when your computer goes into sleep mode but never wakes back up. That's them. It's being stuck in like a permanent loading screen. And that's kind of the post-high school lineup. There's definitely some people I haven't covered, so 10,000 likes for a part 2. Whether you're in
Oh, the video edit. Oh, alright. Okay, that's probably a bit more.
college pretending to take notes on a Zoom class or working 10-hour shifts debating if a Costco membership counts as an investment, you're not alone. None of us know what we're doing, and the ones that do, they're probably faking it better than the rest of us. Everyone moves at their own pace. Some people jump ahead and crash. Some fall behind and catch up later. Some disappear and come back with a beard and a business. But no matter where you're at, just don't
Aha, joke's on you. I don't have a beard, nor a business. I just disappeared.
get stuck. Don't let temporary become forever. Don't let comfort become your cage.
It's worse than coming back with a business. I came back with a YouTube channel.
And definitely don't convince yourself that burnout means you're just mature. That's not maturity, that's just poor hygiene and caffeine addiction. So take your time, take a nap, take a risk, but whatever you do, don't take advice from that one guy selling a 90...
Nah, bro, I trust the finance daddy. Finance daddy, it's my guy. We all believe in finance daddy.